Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Welcome back again to another daily Casper crypto live stream, and this potentially is the moment we have been waiting for quite some time now. For the last few weeks, Casper has been trading below the 8 cents level of resistance, a very tough level right here, and right now we can see Casper is making a move above. It finished yesterday above 8 cents, which is really reassuring. And now we can see Casper trying to make a move going up as well. But more importantly, or equally as importantly, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently at $113,432. Bitcoin is breaking out right now, surpassing its all-time high of 112k. What we have to remember, there are those saying that this is potentially a fake out, and of course it is a possibility. What you have to remember right now is if Bitcoin can finish today above its all-time high, above 112, 113k, that will be reassuring news and potential, therefore confirmation that Bitcoin's now ready to start breaking out, and it will likely follow in accordance to the M2 money supply, which we can see it has been a little bit labored, a little bit lagging behind the M2 money supply. It should therefore see Bitcoin rally to, well, according to the information here, it's got an 80% correlation. We should therefore see Bitcoin make a move up to probably short of 120k, give or take. Things are looking optimistic right now for crypto. We got some updates, some reasons, some potential understanding for why crypto's breaking out, why Casper's breaking out, which, I mean, the reason Casper's breaking out is again because of Bitcoin. We spoke about it all of this week and weeks prior to that, that if we saw Bitcoin break above all-time highs, Casper will break above 8 cents and follow in suit. And right now, as it stands, I still believe Casper's following the structure of the higher high and higher lows. You go on the weekly time frame. You can see right here, we saw that bottom down here at April time, and then we saw this peak up to 13 cents. When we come back down here, this is a lower point here, but it's a higher low. So in that regard, therefore, as Casper can continue in this fashion, we should therefore see Casper make this push and finish above 13 cents in the coming weeks ahead. My hope is that we'll see Casper make a push towards the trend line up here around 15, 16 cents, see a bit of a rejection, and then push up higher than that, going towards its all-time highs of 20 cents in the rest of this market, and maybe sooner than that as well. We'll get into all of that and more in this stream today. We've got a lot to cover, a lot of, exciting information ultimately, and optimism, as we do the daily Casper Crypto FOMO. Welcome back everyone to the channel, and hoping a great day so far. That being said, let's get into the pleasantries. DD, Double D, welcome back, man. You're doing very, very well, brother. Wing Hong, fourth indeed. Wimunya, no, but Bitcoin's making the breakout, so hopefully crypto will follow in suit very soon. Sui is doing fantastic, up 10, 11% on the daily time frame right now. Say, those who are still holding it, which, again, you're entitled to hold what you want to hold. 7.7%. Tau, 4.5%. You've got the game ones like Nakamoto, Miria, up quite well. H-Bar, Algorand, equally up 5%. Turbo's up 4%. Might therefore see it make a push above its recent high. Ethereum's up 1.4, XRP up 3.6, breaking above that trend line as well. Casper is pumping, and I'm hoping it'll continue pumping in this fashion. We'll probably see a lot of resistances trying to break above it, but I'm optimistic that Casper, with its testnet for IGO coming up very soon, with Casplex mainnet apparently weeks away now, we'll see the Casper train take off and leave the station very, very soon. Welcome back, Anthony. You're doing very, very well. Ahoy to you too, brother. Eric, let's go indeed. Looking great stuff right now. Fabian, hello, my man. J.I. yo to you too. Chris Khan, maxis sell walls, big suppression. Yes, that's always going to happen. No matter what's going to happen, you're always going to see the exchanges, especially maxis, put massive sell walls to try and stop the price from pumping, trying to get more while it is cheap. But again, for me, it is only a matter of time. There's only so much they can do to stop Casper from taking off. The technology is too advanced, and the adoption is starting to rally more and more, which I'm going to get into these sources in a moment here. How you're seeing Bitcoin maximalist, you're seeing more leaks from Binance, Casper being used for payments, all this stuff here, very interesting. KRI also releasing new projects, how their institutional clients perceive Casper's future potential as a 10 out of 10. I mean, 10 out of 10, that's a perfect rating. So that in itself is also insane. We'll get into all of that in a short moment. Mr. Miles, welcome back, managing very, very well. First indeed. as always. Welcome back, brother. Having a great day so far, I hope. Welcome back, Greg. You too. Yo to you, brother. Welcome back, my man. What's that yellow line of a Bitcoin? The yellow line of a Bitcoin is an indicator on TradingView which highlights the global liquidity index. The global liquidity index is a representation of how much money there is circulating in the economy. So it's mainly based off the 5 big economies. So that is the United States, the United Kingdom, the European Union, Japan and China. So this here is a representation of how much money there is floating around in the big economies, and then what you do to align it with Bitcoin is you put a delay on it, which I've put a 90-day delay on it, and it should align with the chart quite nicely, and it shows therefore how high how much money is in the economy right now, which suggests there should be, you know, Bitcoin in that regard therefore should be reaching 140, 150k this cycle quite comfortably, in accordance to how much there is money floating around in the markets right now that will flow into these markets in the very near future as well. So yeah, that's what the yellow line is representing. It's not a silver bullet or crystal ball, but it has an 80 to 90%, so almost perfect correlation to the price of Bitcoin. You can see as you do a bit more of a further zoom out. You can see here, further zoom out, we'll come down here. You can see how closely the M2 does tend to follow in the price of Bitcoin right now. If I line it up properly. It's not 100% accurate, but you look pretty much from 2024 when the bull cycle took off. If I move up a little bit, you can see from 2024 down here, the cycle took off, Bitcoin and the M2 have been following pretty diligently. You know, straying away on certain occasions, like it has done right now as of late, but it's still following it quite closely. So we should be seeing, therefore, Bitcoin make that push up to 120, 130k, according to the analytics, in the coming weeks ahead. Welcome back to the Gosu, bro. You're doing very, very well, brother. Welcome back to the stream, my man. Where are we at in the questions right now? And yes, salute to everybody else as well. What's up? K8, Casper to the moon. Hopefully soon. Indeed, Jake. Hopefully see Casper go up very, very soon. It's doing well today. Hopefully see that breakout confirmed here. And yes, Mr. Mars wants to get in as well. Kryptoni, I'm here this time. Great to have you back, brother. Welcome back to the stream, my man. And what's up? USDKG, you saw, Jay? No, I did not look at it just yet. I'm sorry, I got so holed up yesterday and today. I'm going to put it on my list to look into today. Well, today/tomorrow. What's up, Casper Frog, man? You're doing very, very well. Great to have you back in the stream again, my man. Is that very different from the M2? Not really, no, because the global liquidity index is the M2 money supply. You got this indicator here, which is the M2 money stock from the Federal Reserve. That's the United States M2. So what is floating around in the US economy. But this yellow one is the global M2. So it's basically the money in the whole global economy, but it mainly depicts the 5 major countries, being Japan, China, UK, US, and EU. But they are effectively the same thing. It's the global M2 money supply. Welcome back, LB, on the check-in, manager. Very, very well, brother. Welcome back, my man. And yes, Gosu's right as always. If you enjoy the content, as always, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. We're past all-time highs for Bitcoin. Might not be Casper, but it's still a call for celebration right now, and I'm sure Casper is going to make that significant catch-up in the coming months ahead as well. Welcome back, Erica. You're doing very, very well. Cap 13 cents this weekend. That would be very, very big. A very, very nice gift for us all, I'm sure, if we can see it go up that quickly. Casper to the moon, indeed. Indeed. What's up, my man? You're doing very, very well. What's the catalyst for the pub with 50% from all-time highs? We'll get into that right now, my man. So yes, we are still currently down roughly 55% from all-time highs, 60% from all-time highs last year in August. So it's still frustrating for Casper holders right now. Despite Bitcoin breaking out all-time highs, which is very, very good, we are still very much, of course, in a Bitcoin dominant market. So Bitcoin dominance being so high right now, it's fallen off a little bit today, but still 64, 65%. Bitcoin's controlling the markets right now. Institutions are involved into Bitcoin, not so much into altcoins right now. Ethereum's doing well, 2.8k, fantastic. It should break above that hopefully very soon. XRP is doing great. But even then, look at Ethereum. Ethereum right now, to take it from its all-time highs in the last cycle, Ethereum's down about 43%. XRP, as of its recent top here, XRP is down about 25%. Sui from its top that it saw recently as well. Sui is down about 36%. Say down considerably a lot more. Look at Algorand, look at HBAR. Equally, they're down considerably from their all-time highs. I'm highlighting that not because of anything negative to the project per se, but purely depicting that once more Casper is down 60%. It's not the only one. There are many projects that equally have good potential to make big gains this cycle that are equally still down a lot. It just means that when they do rally later on, should they rally later on, there'll be bigger gains and quicker gains. So the catalyst for why we're pumping right now, well, there are a number of reasons. One, I already disclosed to my VIPs ahead of time. So again, if you want to find out more information ahead of time regarding alpha information and, keeping up to the markets and whatnot, check out the VIP. I'll shill that later on though. I highlighted the Forex Factory, which is a website that we tend to use, which gives, all the analytics around the world, what's happening right now. And today we saw the unemployment claims report, right? The unemployment claims, which is a interesting report, a very useful report, and it depicts a lot of very interesting sentiments. So ultimately, we can see right now, the unemployment claims from last month was 232,000, and it was predicted to go up to 236,000, but not just it came down, it actually went below last month. That means we are seeing more jobs being created in the United States economy right now, which is really, really good. Now, it does potentially alleviate the need for rate cuts in the short term, but it's still showcasing strength in the US economy, which is very, very good. And therefore, provided we don't get any increase in inflation on the back of Trump's tariffs, or any considerable increase in inflation, that means we'll see decreasing inflation or, steady inflation with the economy strengthening. So that means the Fed shouldn't have to be too worried about, lowering rates. And that will mean, therefore, we've got a much, much stronger economy and market. There's not been many cases. In fact, I don't think it has been a case in history where the Fed had the potential to cut rates when all markets, Bitcoin, stocks, stuff like gold as well, housing markets, all the markets are nearing, if not surpassing, all-time highs. And the job market strengthening. So with the rate cuts potentially coming through, we have the potential to see one of the strongest bull market rallies ever in history. That's not speculation. That is simply what everybody's perceiving right now. It's a very, very big deal. But it's not just that. That's one of the big reasons. But the biggest reason, I think, comes to some speculation, also some news as well. So speculation about Fed Chair Jerome Powell apparently rumored to resign. I will be surprised if that happens. I still think it's going to last until May 2026. But if that does happen, you'll see a new Fed take his place, who will likely align with Trump's agenda to significantly cut rates, and that will cause a massive explosion in the market as well, especially for altcoins, especially Casper therefore. But also this one. This is probably the big one here. Breaking crypto taxes. The United States Treasury has just removed the crypto broker reporting rules, including Form 1099/DA. This form was designed to require crypto brokers, which include DeFi platforms, to report users' digital asset transactions to the IRS for tax compliance. So, as we read onto the article here from the Watcher Guru, the small takeaway from it is it's basically a big step towards bringing Trump's agenda forward of no crypto taxes on US-based assets. So we can see here, under the joint resolution and by operation of the CRA, this final rule has no legal force or effect. The Treasury writes in a document scheduled to release Friday. The Department of the Treasury and the IRS hereby remove this final rule from the Code of Federal Regulations, CRF, and revert the relevant text to the CRF back to the text that was in effect immediately prior to the effect date of the final rule. This move is the latest in a series of pro-crypto initiatives passed by the US government. The approval of select crypto ETFs, which is coming through the SEC right now, and review of more, as well as looser regulations over crypto oversight, are painting a brighter future for the digital asset industry in the United States. We've literally got Crypto Week happening next week. You're going to see the approval, hopefully, and passing of the stablecoin bill, further clarification on the market structure bill, and the anti-CBDC. And there's also more coming out as well from what I remember seeing, although I don't think I've preloaded that stuff, actually. I haven't, unfortunately. I'll make sure to find it and post it in my free Discord server. Previously, the sector argued that the crypto broker reporting rules weren't fair because DeFi exchanges couldn't report customer transactions because, well, most don't have physical staff to do so. Donald Trump's crypto promises remain speculative. People are still unsure, of course, but the potential for significant change is evident. Crypto will continue to watch closely as regulatory uncertainty gradually gives way to more defined frameworks, and people are ultimately becoming more optimistic. And this is a great step towards Trump's agenda of bringing no taxes onto US-based assets as well. So this is huge, huge news. Very, very big. Of course, there is still a lot of uncertainty regarding, again, the tariffs, Trump apparently is now going to send out more tariff letters to the certain countries, Brazil, Cambodia, Thailand, Bangladesh, so on and so forth, from 50% to some down to 20%, and they're going to be going live on August 1st, so we might see some relief rally for the next, week or two, especially with Crypto Week happening next week. If we get the passing of the crypto bill, expect a lot of volatility, but then you must see some investor fuzz starting to come in a little bit at the very end of this month going into August 1st, because people are very worried about tariffs. Now, me personally, I'm not too worried right now. I want to see how it unfolds, but the big thing we've been hearing time and time again is that tariffs are going to cause inflation. And while there has been a pause on the tariffs, there have been some tariffs still in effect. And there has been, inflation still extremely low. The lowest we've seen in a very, very long time. 2, if not 1% right now. In fact, let me load up the chart for it so we can see. Saved in my useful websites tab in my free Discord server. Trueflation, right here. You can see right now the inflation is at 1.68%. It's low. That's below the Fed's required 2% goal to start cutting rates. So inflation's low, job market's strengthening. The tariffs are a cause for concern for the Fed, but if they don't cause any significant effects and don't cause a massive spike in inflation, there will be no excuse Jerome Powell has, therefore, to not cut rates. And the next meeting will be happening, in my belief, in September. Well, that's the next big meeting, at least. That's when everyone believes you're going to start seeing rate cuts, at least. So we've got to wait and stay tuned for September. And some good news as well. Also, Robinhood have just officially launched Ethereum and Solana staking in the United States, which is a very, very big deal. Staking, of course, has now been perceived as not a security, alongside mining for proof of work as well. So you're seeing, again, more willingness to participate in crypto activities in the United States, more innovative opportunities for the United States as well, which is, again, really good news. So that is why, I think, on the back of all of that news, why we've seen Bitcoin break past all-time highs, why you're seeing, therefore, Casper, therefore, break above its strong resistance level at 8 cents, and you're seeing assets starting to make that push once again. And I think this could be a sign of what's to come. I think Bitcoin could if Bitcoin can finish today above or around the zone it's at right now, that will be a good indicator that Bitcoin will make that push to 120k, and Casper therefore can make its push probably, I'd imagine, up to the next crucial level of resistance for me is probably around 10 cents. I mean, there's going to be one at every... Casper has resistance levels at every 1 cent zone. You can literally, if you analyze the market properly, you can see there's one here at 9 cents, one at 10, one at 11, one at 12, literally every cent. There's a level of resistance there. But for me, you can tell which ones are kind of really, really critical and which ones are maybe not as so much. You can see 9 cents here. Draw a line out here. You can see on numerous occasions where you did see some fighting or support or resistance here. So it's definitely a level of support all right now, resistance to look out for. But when you look at 10 cents, which is right here, you can see on many more occasions where this has been proven as to be a critical level, where Casper has either found support there or been rejected at. So 9 cents, I think, will see a small level of resistance and then break through, and then 10 cents will be the hard one. And then following that, you'll start seeing it go towards, again, if it follows the market structure, you'll see Casper therefore break above 13 cents, going up towards 14, 15, 16. And by that point, you'll see more smart contract developments and much more coming out of Casper as well that could further incentivize a movement. If the breakout is going to be happening now as well, that could also incentivize tier 1s to list Casper. As I load up Casper right now, we can see here Casper currently number 40 on CMC, just short of 100 million 24-hour trading volume, and once more dominated. Actually, it's not right now, but Bitget still very high at 21%. But Gates now taking the reins once again at 25%. Either way, Bitcoin being at 21% is still a very, very big deal. One of the tier 1s, Bitget, Bybit, and Kraken having a lot of volume, very, very good for potential tier 1s looking at Casper therefore, because they want to see big volume with the big tier 1 listings. It's good to see right now. Of course, we're seeing again KRC20 projects are doing quite well in that regard. Starting to see more volume coming back to the projects. Nacho back to 8 mil. Zil back up to 23. PPCAS up to 12.5. If we look at our wallets as well, we did see recently Wallet 3 shift a lot of capital about, which it strongly believes that's just KuCoin shifting their wallets together. You can see this wallet here is believed to be KuCoins based on the transactions. So it's interesting, but why it's interesting is not because you now got a wallet that's holding 782 million Casper, which is $65.7 million. is because of how it was done, which we spoke about a lot yesterday. You look at the wallet here, you look at the transaction, how it took place. You can see down here, actually I'll move the watermark quickly. You can see down here, for a transaction that cost just short of 200 million Casper, a transaction that cost $16.2 million. $16.2 million, the transaction fee was 0.0002 Casper. Which, just to get the calculator up right now, 0.0002 Casper times its current price of 0.08. That's how much it actually cost in dollar value right now. $0.000016 to send 16 million with Casper. That's in one transaction. And it also took 0.74 seconds. That's insane. That is unheard of in crypto. You see a lot of very, very quick, very cheap transactions. That is by far the cheapest and the quickest in this space. 60 million. Absolutely insane stuff. Absolutely insane. So that is precisely why more and more people, in my belief, are going to start looking at Casper as a protocol, and layer 1 to kind of settle on, with smart contracts coming out, with stablecoins coming on top of it as well. We spoke about it yesterday, and you can see a bit more here as well. V, once more, who's become he was a Bitcoin maximalist who's now shifted more so to being pro proof of work, more so Bitcoin and Casper. He now has bought Casper. He's literally been trying to send a small amount of Bitcoin to himself for over 30 minutes. The slow block time are a joke on layer 1, but with Casper, it's instant within a few seconds. You can't even compare the different tech. They're not even the same ballpark. And I made a post about it on my own page yesterday, comparing the lot. When V made a post talking about Ethereum, he tried to send 500 USDT, $500. 500, it cost 58 cents and took over 5 minutes. And I just showcased with that wallet too, who sent $16 million, not $500, $16 million. It cost $0.0001 as opposed to 58 cents or $0.58, and it took less than a second. It's not comparable. Casper is sufficiently faster, and yes, you could argue that Casper's not got the adoption, therefore it's not going to have it, like if Casper had the same level of adoption as Ethereum, it would cost more and it'd take longer. And yes, that's right, but would it be 5 minutes? No. Would it be 58 cents? Also no, because you will have the ability to also choose, if you want to, pay a premium, more money to get it quicker, or to spend less to end up receiving it, but it'll take a little bit longer. And this, by the way, also for Ethereum, is not during peak Bullrun. This is what you're seeing right now on July, when the markets are nearing all-time highs, but not really making that confirmed breakout just yet. Once you get into Q4, going Q1 2026, this is going to be extortionate. When you see institutions jumping on board Ethereum, it's going to be extortionately more expensive. People who have not got institutional level of capital, or thousands and thousands of dollars, who only have a few hundred in crypto, just a little bit of a side hustle, if you will. There's going to be a case, it happened to me in the last cycle, where I was taking out a few hundred, shifting it back and forth, and the network fee alone was in the hundreds of dollars. I'm like, I'm losing 1/10 of my capital just in transaction fees, and it's taking me 5-10 minutes. It's not efficient, it's not scalable enough. That's why Casper, with stablecoins coming on board, smart contracts coming on board, will start taking a lot more focus from other ecosystems. People who are like actually want to, because also if you make a transaction, let's just say you want to buy, I don't know, you want to send Tether from one exchange to another. Let's just say Casper already allows you to trade Tether, right? If you're on an exchange, exchanges typically will showcase to you the most efficient one. Like for me, for example, if I want to send some money from BYDFI, the exchange that I'm affiliated with right now, and I want to send it to my Treasury wallet or somewhere else, right? It will always tell me the most effective and cheap and best alternative to send it. So it normally tells me BNB chain, because BNB, if you send it from one BNB chain to another BNB chain, it's quite cheap and it's also relatively quick. Now, it's not Casper. Casper's a lot quicker and a lot cheaper. But that's the point. The regular crypto user is not necessarily going to just know, oh, I should use Ethereum because it's more trustworthy, or etc., etc. They're going to use what is just the top of the list, cheapest and best. And that could and will likely very well be Casper in the future. Once the adoption goes more and more, which it will do. It will do. So we can see here from Doma, which is basically what we're talking about right now. Lately, I've been seeing more and more Bitcoin maxis starting to recognize Casper, and honestly, it was only a matter of time, and that's a big deal because remember, we're in the market right now. Bitcoin's doing very, very well. Bitcoin's dominating, of course, but many people who are Bitcoin maximalists don't like other projects, which is fair enough. You know, I obviously hold my own share, hold XRP, hold Sui, I used to hold Say, hold some Tau, hold some other ones. Of course, biggest bag being Casper, right? But a lot of people who are in Bitcoin don't like XRP. They don't like Ethereum. They don't like anything else in this space besides Bitcoin. They believe Bitcoin till they die. They are maximalists through and through. Point being is, if you see more Bitcoin maxis now starting to recognize Casper, starting to accept that Casper is something that is literally Bitcoin, but the evolution, if you will. Or, I mean, don't want to phrase it like that because people don't like hearing that. But they are doing working it a different way, a different kind of trajectory to achieve what Bitcoin was trying to achieve in the first place. And this here is proven by one of the Bitcoin maxis who called Casper a scam literally 10 days ago, who's now full on the Casper train. He might be doing it just for engagement because he's getting a lot of he was getting what, maybe 1,000 views per post, and now he's getting comfortably 15k per post. You know, he was at less than 1,000 followers, now he's at 3.8k with Casper. So you know, it could be a strategic play. And, you know, again, shout out to that. You know, again, get your money up. Fair play to him. But he's been updating a thing here as well. He said he had 1% in Casper, now at 2%. He's increasing allocation in Casper right now, apparently. Of course, you're taking your word for it, right? You've got to, I guess, trust him. He's trust me bro type thing. But he's been getting more and more exposure to Casper. And you're seeing more and more Bitcoin maxis approach him about why he's changing. And he's explaining it as well. He's asked Shy and other people to teach him about Casper, just the basics, just so he understands more about the project. You'll see more and more people starting to do this, and therefore the Bitcoin maxis own like Bitcoin, they might decide to diversify a little bit of their capital into Casper as well, and that's going to help adoption grow. More big money coming to Casper. A couple of years ago, even this individual here was full Bitcoin maxi too. Then he discovered Casper and it changed everything. Casper Unchained being the new reframed name for Casper currency, the Casper unofficial Twitter page. You know, it is the smartest investment in crypto today. I'm not hiding behind disclaimers or vague language. I mean, take this with a pinch of salt because nothing's financial advice. But, you know, in a few years, I agree, many will regret not buying Casper when they had the chance to. Of course, do your own research. But I believe that as well. Casper is truly shaking up the game. And people aren't realizing it. But people didn't accept the internet when it first came out. If you've been around long enough or you've done your research, you would have seen how much pushback and backlash there was from the internet. Nobody who was running the postal industry, who was running the newspapers, they didn't want that. They didn't want that because it made their thing redundant. But now look at us. You're watching Quick Crypto on YouTube waffling about Casper, giving you informative information. But that's the point. Innovation doesn't have to be... They'll always try to suppress innovation. Bitcoin Max trying to suppress Casper. Other crypto projects try to suppress Casper. Tier 1 suppress Casper because they don't want to take over because they know it's a threat. But if it is too threatening, they cannot stop it. They cannot stop it. And the Bullrun for me is coming through. Binance are a big exchange who have been integrated with Casper. They've been integrated. It means that they accept and have had Casper. All they have to do is flip a switch right now. They've been integrated with Casper for spot listing. They've been ready since December 2023. Now, what's taken them almost 2 years is only known to the team, Binance's team. We don't know, Casper's team don't know, nobody knows. But Binance have done numerous posts leaking at Casper. This is probably the latest one here, July 8th, so 2 days ago. By the way, crypto moved at the speed of light too. You could argue it might be talking about Casper, which is, you know, faster than global internet round trip time on fiber. Casper's insanely quick. You could argue that. You can see here more proof of that. Casper is incredibly quick. And we did even hear from an interview with Ankit from XXIM with Wolfie that Binance are actively communicating with, you know, the tech people within Casper to ask them questions. Have been doing so for 2 months straight and still doing it today. So Binance haven't faded Casper. They are fading Casper, but they haven't faded it. They still, in my belief, no doubt have a plan to list Casper, but it's when they are ready. Now, for me, I'd like to speculate that what they're going to probably do is wait for the market to be in that position for it. So they could launch Casper right now. You know, they could do it right now, but the problem being is because the market's not in a confirmed uptrend and breaking out, and Casper's not confirmed breaking out just yet. If they list Casper right now, there's a very strong chance you see the price go up. A lot of a Binance listing. It would definitely cause a big pump of Casper, no doubt. But then it causes a pullback. Quite a big one as well, because the market's not in an uptrend. What do they want to do? Because they can't just... They're not being paid to list Casper. They're doing it off their own back. What they want to do is list when the uptrend is fully confirmed. So Casper's already running up. They launch here. And then it's going to break out even further, go past all-time highs. You'll see a pullback because the market's in such a good uptrend now. And people are now seeing more retails coming back into the space now. And they're seeing Casper, new project, Bitcoin 2.0, whatever you want to highlight it as, on Binance, the biggest exchange in the world. It will cause a pullback as anything, by the way, we saw on the news, but it won't be as significant, and it'll start continuing that rally again. And also, this is my belief again, with Binance listing, you'll see many other tier ones follow and jump on the bandwagon. Binance is the biggest exchange, and every other exchange knows a Casper. Coinbase are talking to them. Bit hit or miss with Coinbase right now, but they're talking to them. OKX equally been integrated with Casper for over a year. Binance, Crypto.com made a landing page for how to buy Casper on their platform. There are already loads of tier ones. Kraken have Casper, did it for free. So tier ones are aware of Casper, they will launch Casper, and my belief if Binance does, OKX and Crypto.com will quickly follow in suit. Coinbase will probably come, but lackluster and late as always. But those are the sort of catalysts still coming for Casper. That's just tier 1 listing. That will cause immediate price pumps. And then you've got their smart contract and stablecoins that will also gradually increase more adoption and volume and therefore price as well. And equally stuff like this. Casper Door made a post after the tweet about the oceanfront apartment accepting Casper, which is this one here. I mentioned it 2 streams ago. $3.3 million oceanfront condo in Miami for sale accepting Bitcoin and Casper. Right there, in writing. You can buy a 3.3 million condo in Miami, oceanfront, with Casper. And after that, Crypto Pumps was kind enough to host a podcast with RMV, Wolfie, and himself, as well as Wolfie's Bar. Wolfie's Bar have been a critical... Wolfie actually are cooking a lot more than people realise, honestly. That's partly why it's one of the few KYC 50 projects that I hold now. That's not me shilling it and you saying go and buy it. You do your own research, trade your own discretion. I have provided some information in it in my Discord server, some VIP information regarding some Casper and institutional stuff as well, my VIP server as well. But Wolfie Bars are cooking. They're also going to be a part of the team who are going to be helping in the pre-sale of Igra Labs' token. So they have got some good connections, very good connections. So they're going to be part of that as well, which is good for Wolfie. I think Wolfie's going to be a big play. And have an open floor discussion discussing the tokenization of real estate on Casper, which is a future coming through as well. The KRI have Asset Mint, a project that's not going to be coming out this year, to my knowledge, probably 2026, but that's also going to be focusing on the tokenization of real estate. That's going to be focusing mainly in the MENA region, but it will broaden out. And actually, speaking of that, this is the next post here we have. We had a big team meeting yesterday, KRI. We had some slideware and other things to discuss. For fun, we fed our internal slides to Grok 4 to analyze, think Casper. So it's based on Grok things. Had a big meeting, they're based on Casper, they're just covering what they did here. And you can see here, governance remains decentralized with no central control, through scaling community coordination could improve. Future potential, 10 out of 10. So according to Grok, according to AI, which again, AI is not perfect, but it's basing it off the information they provided to them, that here I provided to Grok. And they believe that Casper and the KRI is a 10 out of 10 perfect future potential. With KRI's ESG advantages, renewable mining, carbon logic, regulatory readiness, warp core, cash tracked. That's interesting, cash tracked, because as we see here, cash tracked is something new they have not shared yet. So, new project also coming out for the KRI here as well. A long-term version or vision even for industrial standards, Casper is poised to dominate as the proof-of-work evolution of Web 4. Crypto perceives as Web 3. Web 2 is the internet, Web 3 is crypto, Casper's the Web 4 element, technically. That's so much more innovative. Undervalued relative to peers, its trajectory towards massive adoption in energy trading, real-world assets and beyond is unmatched. Overall, the chaos ecosystem catapults Casper's rating by bridging crypto with industrial reality. That's the thing. People saying that Casper's not got institutional adoption and whatnot. In the same element of like Ripple and XRPs or SUIs or VCs and stuff like that, yeah, sure, you're right. But the KRI have their projects, have their game plan. And they are literally going to be launching a lot of their projects in Q4 this year, going into 2026. And that will bring a lot more capital to Casper therefore as well. Overall, KRI Cap was captivating to bridging in reality, making it not just superior technically, but indispensably for the decentralized economy. The slight deductions reflect areas like exchange listings and smart contract maturity, which are actually progressing. If anything, this document underscores why Casper is undervalued and primed for explosive growth. That is where we're at with Casper right now. It's been a long haul, frustratingly long haul, since August 1st. And equally, you could argue since longer than that, since back in November 2023. It's been a long haul with Casper, of course. But one thing that I highlight time and time again, which I've posted in videos and on these streams as well, there's an interview with Cathie Wood. If you don't know who she is, she's perceived as the Warren Buffett for the younger generation. She's the CEO, CIO, and founder of ARK Invest, partnering on 21 shares. And she said it on an interview when talking about Tesla stocks, but it's still transferable to any form of investment. Potential is really, really good. Tech's really, really good. If it is perceived, therefore, to break out, the longer the base, the bigger the breakout. So, by logic, therefore, Casper's base, its time below all-time highs, has been almost a year now. Or its time in and around 10 cents, in this, since it's pushed back in November 2023, is reaching a year and a half, 2 years now. That's a long, long base. So, therefore, when the breakout happens, when it goes above 20 cents, it will be an explosive breakout. Now, how high it's going to go, that's not what we discuss here. We don't do price action here. You can debate for yourself. Some say over $1, some say only 50 cents, some say it's not going to break up off all-time highs. Some are still saying $5, some saying 10. Again, everyone has their own perceptions. You're welcome to debate for yourself. I don't talk about it anymore because I think Casper is going to be an innovative asset that's going to blow people's minds. If I was to highlight a price action, all I do simply is I look at Casper on CMC. This is market cap right now, 2.21 billion, peaked at 5 billion. What I do as the kind of the most comfortable way to try to determine price action and market cap and price therefore is look at Bitcoin, look at crypto. Right now, crypto's market cap, 3.53 trillion. Bitcoin's 2.258 trillion. In theory, let's just say Bitcoin does reach 3 trillion market cap this cycle, which is 150k, maybe a little bit higher, who knows. 3 trillion this cycle, right? You can then ask yourself the question, how much of Bitcoin's total market cap can Casper get? If Bitcoin reaches 3 trillion, how much can Casper take from that? Knowing the total market would probably be about 6 trillion therefore, and that's Bitcoin maxis are going to start looking at Casper more so as well. Can Casper reach just 1% of Bitcoin's market cap? 1% of 3 trillion is 30 billion. That is over $1. About $1, I think 13 cents. Can it reach 2%? Which would be a 60 billion market cap, which would put Casper closer to a $3, or will it not even reach 1%? That's the way I perceive it, because you've got to understand that with crypto, with a project, the way to perceive a price of an asset, you don't think, oh, Casper could reach $1 because it's amazing. You think, okay, so where can its market cap go? The price is determined by market cap, is determined by circulating supply, not max supply, circulating supply, divided by market cap. That's why other way around, sorry. Market cap divided by circulating supply. So it's 2.21 billion divided by 26.42 billion. That's why you got 8 cents. So if the market cap goes up, of course the supply is going to be, we're going to go towards a supply shock for Casper, because there's still going to be more supply coming out. But you can see here, supply shock's already coming through a little bit. You got 92% already mined. The rewards have come down considerably after 10 BPS as well. So with the supply, you only see the supply shock, but the demand's going to start going up higher and higher and higher, and there's not going to be increasingly more supply coming out quick enough to meet the demand. So you're going to see the price therefore rocket. Look at how many other projects in this space. Look at Solana, look at AVAX. The two main ones we highlight on this channel, but it's not me trying to compare them to other projects per se, it's me trying to just make the point. Look at Solana in the last cycle. Right now, number 6 on CMC, one of the biggest projects in this space, biggest ecosystem in this space. It didn't move until August. Or in this regard, therefore, July 31st, end of this month, 2021, last cycle, it moved here from an 8 bill market cap up to an 80 bill market cap. Well, 78, 80 bill market cap, give or take. So it did almost 10x in the span of 3 months. Look at AVAX. 17 on CMC, another very, very big project. Last cycle as well. Equally didn't move until middle of July, 21st July, 2021. It went from a 1.66 bill market cap, which is below Casper's right now, up to a 30 bill, over a 15x in value. That's insane. And with Casper being the innovative project that it is, great tech, extremely quick, proving how quick and superior it is, with regarding to how cheap the transactions are and how you can move $16 billion. Just deep that, $16 billion. No, sorry, not billion, million. Even then, million, $16 million worth of Casper moved in less than a second and cost less than 100th of a cent. Dirt cheap. Again, bringing it up once more. You know, I'll bring up this one here. Let's bring up this one. This is a smaller transaction that happened here. You can see amount transacted 6.335 million. So that's only 500k. 500k. That still cost similar 0.0002 Casper and took less than a second. Looking at Ethereum, looking at the Lightning Network, looking at Solana, these other networks, these other blockchains, they can't compete to that. And yes, they got more adoption, so it's going to be more expensive and slower, but if Casper was having the same level of adoption, it still couldn't compete. And this without Dagnite. That's going to make it so much better, because Dagnite can allow Casper to scale with latency. The reason the KRI here with Casper is because Dagnite intrigued them. Dagnite's what they got them here. Of course you want to see quick pumps. Of course you do. We're here in crypto to make money. You know? We're here to make money, of course. And that's ultimately why I believe in Casper. Because I think there are big gains coming this cycle, and equally I perceive it as one of the best long-term holds coming. Of course, not financial advice. Again, do your own research. But it is no-brainer for me, personally, that Casper has the highest ROI potential. Return of investment. You've got other projects coming out. There's so much being built right now. So much being built. Casper is one of them. You know? They're trying to allow you to basically kind of having a business messaging app that can allow you to do stuff with Casper as well. You've got this stuff here. Michael Sutton made a post about it as well. So back in December 2024, so last year, he made a post about fast, wide, and yet thin, and its relation to based ZK rollups over Casper. Casper is built on advanced proof of work consensus protocols, allowing it to scale in blocks, BPS, frequency fast, and in TPS. Captain Sass asked Michael Sutton yesterday, can you guys explain the rough idea behind the ZK-based role design with layer 2's logic zones, atomic compatibility, but the novel smart contract design Jonathan Sompolinsky mentions below? What was this? This is talking about something else we mentioned way back in September. Been doing this for a while, this streaming stuff. One of the earlier days as well, we were talking about, you know, the fact that we could see smart contracts on layer 1 is a ZK opcode adapted for the Dagnite, or the DAG, sorry, the DAG. The design is complete apparently. So the novel smart contract design, the research is not finalized, it's too early to enter concrete plans, but the design is complete. So apparently he's not ready to discuss it just yet. But he does go on here to talk about this here. So how is this different to e.g. what IGRA is doing? So what this layer 1 to layer 2 ZK design, sync compatibility, canonical bridge, how is it different to what IGRA Labs are doing? So the vision, design, and implementation of atomic/sync compatibility are the Casper core responsibilities. So that's what Sompolinsky, Michael Sutton, it'll be Coderless Stuff, Crypto Aspect, those people, those ones who are mainly focused. And there's many more. Those ones I know of though. Only I think as well, also on the core devs who are working on that. Our understanding is that IGRA is fully aligned and will cooperate with and endorse this approach. This core responsibility definitely includes a layer 1 oriented code, but more broadly, it is to ensure the layer 2 landscape operates correctly, especially regarding economic dynamics and fragmentation concerns. So again, it's just highlighting that they're still focusing on what they need to do to make native smart contracts built on Casper, which they're not ready to discuss it just yet. Some people believe it's going to happen this year. I believed it was possible. It looks like it may be later. We haven't got, unfortunately, a confirmed date, and that's the biggest issue about that. But we do know that Michael Sutton is currently in the plan of such to create a roadmap for Casper. Where is it? Here. Work in progress right now. We've got the roadmap, which is currently going to be talking about the Dagnite protocol, the ZK bridge, and the MEV auctions, if he is optimistic about it to make it. So you're going to see some more stuff coming out of Casper in that regard as well. The building is rallying up, and the price will soon reflect that when the adoption comes through, because again, Bitcoin maximalists are taking note. Bitcoin maximalists are the biggest community in the world. Follow closely right now, I'd say probably by... I think Casper's definitely up there. There have been bubble mats about it, showcasing the biggest community. I think it's Bitcoin, then Dogecoin's up there, Casper's up there. I think XRPs might be up there as well. But Bitcoin is by far the biggest, and if that community starts looking at Casper more and more, then the adoption going to come to Casper is going to be insane. But yeah, that is a lot of waffling for me. Let's get into the questions real quickly first and foremost as well. I hope we can close above 8 cents and hold it. I do as well. If we close above that, that will be reassuring that Casper's going to make that breakout. Technically speaking, we did close above it yesterday. Technically speaking, so they could be there for a conflict. You see it right now. If you look closer right now, you can see there was a little bit of a sell-off today, and it rebounded off the 8 cents, right off the 8 cents, and now it's up again. And now it's trying to break through this other level of resistance here around the 8.3 cents here. But if you could close above here, then that would be a good sign that Casper's going to start making this push upwards here. You'll see resistance coming back, of course, but it'll be a good sign, no doubt. Do you think Casper can go to $2-3 by end of 2025? Well, as I mentioned earlier, I don't do price action anymore. Once more, just look at it in comparison to Bitcoin and price action. Do you think Casper can take 2 to 3% of Bitcoin's total market cap at the end of the cycle, which would be 3 trillion, give or take, to make an estimate? That's what you need to see Casper take $3. $2 is just 22%, or less. It's actually less than 2% of Bitcoin's total market cap. It would be a $52 billion market cap for Casper to reach $2, or 53 now. 53 billion market cap for Casper to reach $2. If you think Casper can reach 53 billion, then the answer is yes. Diamond hands indeed, LB, indeed. This is a video from your crypto crew for the USKD info. I'll send it to you. Thank you very much, Didi. Yeah, I see your message to me on Discord right now. I'll look through that today, a little bit tomorrow as well, and I'll talk about it on stream. Probably maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. Just full disclosure again, those who are watching right now, who are tuning in, thank you all for watching as always. Saturday, I will not be able to stream. I'm sorry about that. I know, trying to make sure I do these streams daily, but tomorrow there'll be a stream that's perfectly fine. But Saturday there will not be one. There'll be I'm meant to be spending time with family once more on the Saturday, which I was told about literally today. So hey ho. Either way, I'll be sure to keep you all updated and informed what's happening. I might also upload a video for Saturday to have something to watch at least, but stay tuned for that. If you want to find out information about what's happening, when I'm going live, everything else, check out the Discord server on my homepage right here, and equally in the description. And equally, will be even more locked into crypto, to Casper, and much, much more. Then check out the VIP group, wap.com/coinfactory. Do private live streams every single week, every single Sunday. Trade alerts. We do also educational videos, regarding trading elements and whatnot as well. And equally, we have alpha information in there. Stuff regarding Casper stuff, alpha information regarding Casper, but equally alpha information regarding institutional documents as well. So what they're looking at, what the key catalysts are, what they believe in the space, and we can correlate that to Casper as well. So you want to find out a lot of stuff to kind of help build your knowledge and why the conviction in Casper for me is so strong, and everybody else in the VIP as well. Check it out right here. Also in the description on the homepage. 7-day free trial, or equally, getting all my shameless plugs out of the way right now, if you sign up to the affiliate link of BYDFI, which is also in the description as well, and you follow the steps in the free Discord server, you can receive many, many benefits, as you can see on screen right now. You can sign up to BYDFI through my affiliate link, deposit at least $100 to your account, and verify your UID here, and you receive 17% discounts on all future trading fees. A VIP 2 account, if you are perceived as a whale, someone with a lot of capital, let me know personally, and you can get up to 20% plus discounts as well. You get even more discounts, and you get one-to-one with the BYDFI team, because that's the benefit. Well, it's not just I'm working with the exchange, we're working closely with them. BYDFI actively work with us to make this community better as well. They provide a lot of trades in there as well. A lot of the big trades that I've been making, you can see some of the profits that I'm going to show you on screen right now. BYDFI stuff that I've been doing, stuff that the traders have been doing, making significant gains quite repeatedly as well. It's been quite good. And on top of all of that, BYDFI, for your information, no KYC, no VPN, regulatory license in Canada, in the United States, and many more regions. You can get VIP access permanently to the BYDFI channels in the Discord server, and equally a 1-month free trial to my VIP group as well. So if that interests you, then link down below. And they have got 2 campaigns currently ongoing. One is a new user deposit campaign, potentially getting up to $2,000 bonus when trading. That ends on the 14th, so in 4 days' time. And equally, another new deposit campaign with Bitcoin. You have a chance to earn some Bitcoin up to £10,000 worth of dollars, or $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. So if you want to partake in that, again, sign up to the affiliate link and click on this link here as well, which is available in the affiliate page on BYDFI. See right here, affiliate page right here. Click get VIP access, affiliate links right there, all information's there in the Discord server. And if you need any help with that, I'm more than happy to help out. Just send me a message on Discord and I will help you where I can. Computer Cappy, welcome back, my man. Who's doing very, very well, brother. What's up, Wesley, my man? Who's doing very, very well. Nice to see W pattern forming in the Casper chart. I mean, yeah, Casper's looking strong right now. Looking very, very strong. Hopefully, Casper can break out and surpass this next peak here, you know. Might be I'm hoping it does break out, but if you do see a bit of a pullback, I'm definitely scooping up. If you see Casper hover around 8 cents for a little bit longer, I'm scooping up more, because I think the breakout is on the cusp now. What is that tax rule? No tax on all US cryptos or all cryptos? So right now, this is just removing the crypto broker reporting rule. So the apparent requirement for crypto brokers, so DeFi platforms, to report users' digital asset transactions to the IRS for tax compliance. So it's a step towards removing tax for crypto, but it's meant to be on US-based crypto assets. That's how I perceive it. Now, Casper is a bit of a difficult one, because Casper technically is not decentralized like Bitcoin, but at the same time, to understanding, Bitcoin does benefit or will benefit from Trump's agenda for zero tax. So if that's the case, well then Casper technically, because of DAG Labs, thanks to Polychain Capital, was kind of founded in the United States, so Casper could benefit from that as well, and that would be a big deal if that was the case. But of course, we have to wait and see. Would you guys stake your Casper or not worth the risk? I think I partake in staking other elements, like maybe some of the memes, but I don't know if I want to stake my Casper personally. Just me personally. How are they going to tax unrealized profits from an asset, Jay? It's a good question. I don't know, but you know these people, they're going to find a way to take your money, aren't they? They'll find a way to take your money. Like, for example, a lot of people right now, they're going to probably make money in this crypto cycle, and they'll take profits, you know, take at the top, but they'll keep it in stable still. They won't take it out. So how are they going to tax that, therefore? Because they've taken profits, but it's still unstable, so it's still kind of unrealized profits still. If you keep it all in Casper and you don't ever take it out, then it is unrealized profits. You can't tax that. You can't. Well, they'll find a way. I'm sure they'll find a way. I mean, the new policies coming out, there'll probably be something talking about that anyways as well. The rich want to make more money. They'll do what they can do, you know. It's going to be a very interesting month. 15th of July, so Tuesday, will be CPI. I agree. 16th is PPI, also very important. FOMC meeting, beige book. 29th and 30th, FOMC meeting. Fed policy update, 31st. PCE and core PCE. Yeah, this week's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be a very important week because it's got a lot of macro news surrounding the crypto week that could incentivize more investor confidence. So there's a lot to look forward to. Bitcoin to Casper will be the ultimate 1-2 punch, store of value, medium of exchange. Yes, it will be 100%. And eventually, Casper might take the reins completely. Who knows? Casper making new awesome pies this year? In my belief, there's no doubt. Personal belief, of course, not financial for us. My belief, there's no doubt Casper makes all-time highs and then some this year. What's up, Coins? Andy, bro, you're doing very, very well. I already bought Casper yesterday. Should I buy more? I mean, it's an addiction, honestly. I keep buying more whenever I can do. But I think it's going to pay off me personally. So, I mean, you do what's good for you. The pump's not fully broken out just yet. Casper's still only at 8.4 cents. So it's still very undervalued in that regard, as confirmed from KRI with Grok. Very undervalued. So we could see it primed for explosive growth in the very near future. The catalysts are being strategically placed. They're looking for huge profits from their investments. Exactly. That's why Tier 1 haven't listed just yet. And you'll see many more coming through the cycle, I'm sure. How quickly would KYC 20s follow if Casper got listed? Great question, Antonio. So no one really knows how long it would take for KYC 20 to really follow the price of Casper if Casper got a Binance listing. I think you see quite a quick reaction in regards to if Binance announced Casper like tomorrow, you'll probably see these projects from the FOMO come rallying in quite quickly. But but it might be a bit of a fake out type thing. Maybe I think it would happen quite quickly because there are a lot of eyes on Casper, especially if the smart contracts come out as well. I think you'll see it happen quite quickly. If I was to give a time frame, if Binance announced a listing tomorrow, saying it's going to be releasing on Monday, so over the weekend, you might see Nacho make a big gain, other projects make a big gain over the weekend. You might see a bit of a sell-off when the actual project's launched, by the way, on the news, but I think it happened quite quickly, if Binance listed at least. If it was Crypto.com, probably not big. OKX, be a bit of a pump, but I think people right now only want to see Binance or Coinbase right now. OKX is still very, very big, but they only want to see Binance or Coinbase right now. That's the big ones. But most coins held by miners, that's the problem. Not necessarily true. I'm not a miner. A lot of people here aren't miners either. Not everyone here is a miner. And it is a bit of a problem that a lot of it's been used for store of value purposes, but it's not an ecosystem right now to use for transacting. Smart contracts come out, then you'll see it start to be transacted more. So you'll see it moves around more just when the actual DeFi is up and running. It's not up and running yet, so you can't really use it for much. Like, are they going to... people can do what they want to do, of course, but not many people are comfortable in trading Casper. They want to just hold it right now. When the actual Igra Labs and Casplex mainnets are launched, you can then exchange your Casper for the iCas or Wrap Casper, which will eventually be convertible back one-to-one without a third party with native bridge. And you can then partake in the other ecosystems, utilizing the Cassia messaging, whatever you want to do, or utilizing the KFC, the other DEXs, the other dApps on the Casper platform as well, on the Igra Labs. You'll see much more coming out. Casper is all you need. I agree, Casper. Casper is all you need. I would say after Bitcoin hits all-time highs and then folks looking for safe altcoins, you have to at least look at Casper. 100%. Casper, again, is top 40 on CMC. It got to top 20 without tier 1s. It's still a very, very big asset, and it is perceived as very, very safe as well. As a proof of work, it's the second safest after... Well, technically it's the third safest because Litecoin's technically harder to break into. Technically, it costs more, but that's because of the kind of the cost of the hardware, I believe. Or the coding script, how much it costs to run it. Casper is got the second highest hash rate, so it's the second hardest to hack into, therefore, or attack, therefore, or proof of work. And Bitcoin maxis, of course, are going to recognize that, so they do recognize that. Yeah, most of the proof of stakes also have infinite supply, so there's a big risk to them. Casper will make a move by the end of July. I believe so as well. I believe Casper's going to make a big move very shortly. Might see, again, look, we're seeing it unfold right now. You might see the market unfold right now, seeing a bit of a rally ahead of crypto week. Then you'll see, depending on what's announced in crypto week, based on the macro data and the fundamentals in Senate and Congress, you'll see if they're going to continue the rally or see a bit of a pullback. But the next few weeks are going to be very, very big, and you might see a bit of a relief, and then leading into August, you see a bit of a pullback because of the tariff and trade wars. Every Casper under $10 is cheap. Market payments 100 BPS, smart contracts, Diagonal, Warp Core, Tier 1 listings. We'll pump Casper over $100. In the future to be, I don't see why not. Yeah, 120 people on the stream today. It's been a long time coming. Haven't surpassed 100 for quite some time, but it was a blessing to see that earlier. And it's once more proof that there is people who still very much believe in Casper and are optimistic. They just want to not tune in every single day and be locked in, which is fine. It's fine, perfectly fine. We'll see, I'm sure, this stream reach 200, if not 300, 400, 500 by the end of the cycle. You'll see the community, the free Discord server, and equally the VIP, I'm sure, blowing up with more interactiveness, people who want to learn more about Casper. And we'll be there to kind of help, as a community, guide people and help people learn more about crypto and Casper as well. So, great stuff all in all. Could it go to $3 or $4 to the end of the year? I already asked that. I mean, again, it's a possibility. Who knows? $1 is still good. From right now, that's still, what? 12x, give or take, 13x. So that's still good from here, but people want to see it go a lot higher, of course. We'll see. I think people think it's big enough. People think it's big enough, some people can go higher. We'll have to see, though. 2026, who knows? Because people right now are very unsure if the market's going to end in Q4 2025 or continue into 2026. There's sources that suggest, especially the VIP sources that I provided my Discord server, my VIP server, that suggest the market could go into 2026 and even maybe end of 2026. If you saw what I was looking into, the research that I was looking into, that I provided to my VIPs, you would see a lot of information that supports the claim that TradFi trillions of dollars of capital are going to flood in heavier end of this year going into 2027 continuously. You're going to see Bitcoin adoption 3x apparently. And I'm taking that as, let me actually say it word for word. I'm not going to check the source and stream because that's the benefit of being a part of the VIP sort of thing. But this comes from Signum. Is it Signum? Which one am I taking from? Which one? Yeah, from Signum. This is from no, not from Signum. It's from Coinbase and Ernst & Young. Coinbase and Ernst & Young, where they believe that 76% of institutional investors, and this is taken from a survey of 352 institutions, 76% of those people are looking to invest into tokenized assets by 2026, so end of this year. And the percentage of respondents, so right now 352 people that engage with DeFi is set to triple in the next 2 years from 24% to 75%. So that's from now into 2027, it's going to triple from 24 to 75%. And that is, I'm taking that word for word, by the way. If you want to find out again, check it out for free, for 7-day free trial, or equally the 1 month free trial. If you sign up for the affiliate link, partake in BYDFI, get many benefits, trading discounts and whatnot. No KYC exchange, and I'm very much enjoy using them right now. They've been the best exchange I've actually used for trading right now by a long shot. I know I'm working with them, so you might say I'm shitting it shamelessly, but it's the truth of the matter for me as well. This information here is part of the VIP as well, and it's really informative. It tells you what's coming, what they're looking at. Ernst & Young, one of the big 4 accounting firms, a lot of information in there. You've got KPMG talking about the Great Reset. You've got Signum Bank talking about what catalysts we've got to look out for, the crypto legislations, the Bitcoin reserve potential, the ETF launches. There's so much coming through to the space that people just aren't fully aware of. That's why this market can just surprise people, really surprise people. As long as Casper just keeps pumping together with all up the top 100 alts, then we're good. Precisely. 2026 is a bear market. Again, that's historically speaking, yes, you're right, but we could be in for a new. Again, I'm not trying to spread unnecessary FOMO. Of course, do your own research, trade at discretion, and stay vigilant. Me right now, my plan is and has always been to play reactionary. I'm looking at the markets, I'm looking at what's happening, and I'm playing reactionary. So I'll see my levels and take my profits here and there. But I am under the impression right now, based on institutional sentiments being here for the first time, that we may see this kind of bear trap again. Potentially, where you see a bit of a pullback because, it's a bear market now, sell off, and it starts pumping again earlier. Because again, the documents documents are absolutely the stuff I look into, the VIPs look into, the stuff that we provide there. It's insane. It's insane what they're talking about. How we're going to see the space just explode over the coming 2 years, and then from there on as well. And how they're saying that these institutions are saying, if you're a TradFi bank, big bank company, and you're not adopting crypto now, you're going to become obsolete. You're going to crash and go to zero. It's ridiculous what's coming to the space. Unfathomable, honestly. Welcome back, Obi-Wan.Casper, man. I'm doing very, very well, brother. Scooped some more Casper the dip yesterday. Love to hear, my man. Great stuff. Hopefully you can keep stacking more, my man. But that being said, that is it for all of the content for today's stream. A very, very informative stream, I believe, today. And thank you all once more for tuning in. 100 viewers, 40 likes. If we can reach 50 likes by the end of the stream, that would be fantastic, people. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. So if you enjoyed, again, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. If you want to be even more locked in, crypto, Casper, other informative sources, this sort of stuff you see here is just scraping the surface of what you can see in the VIP. Check out the VIP, wop.com/coinfactory. Information down below in the description. Also on my homepage, 7-day free trial, or better still, a 1 month free trial if you sign up to the affiliate link in the description with BYDFI, and equally follow the steps in the Discord server as well. I think you are right, retail aren't here. It's retail who dump on each other institutions. I'm going to dump on each other on the bags. I mean, institutions will control the markets and definitely manipulate them, but retail are the main pump and dumps, But yeah, thank you all for watching. You want to find out more, again, check in the Discord server. Have a great day, evening and night, people and family, and I will see you all in the next one.